We are live, baby. We live, baby. Y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Ooh. Hope y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome to Unveiled. Glad to have you aboard. It's been a while, guys. Glad to see you in the place to be. Tonight, these are some of my topics that I am going to hopefully run through fairly quickly. Let me see if I can pull this up over here. How y'all been, man? How y'all feeling tonight? It's Wednesday, August the 12th, y'all. A lot has happened. Today was the solar eclipse. It's the new moon. You got a bunch of planets aligning with each other. We got retrogrades after retrograde after retrograde, and so much more happening. Oh, that's where it is. Do it. So I can shut this other one down. There we go. Aha. I see stuff. It's coming together. Okay. Why is that still doing that? Oh, that's wild. Leave it. Okay. No intro today. I'm not doing it. We're going to hop in. We're going to get this thing running. First, I definitely need to say hello to the people in the place to be. Hello, Mr. JoJo Speaks is here. He says, hello, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, kind sir. All aboard the choo-choo train of unveiled vibration. Do it. All right, now. We have Auntie Robin here in a place to be. She says, "Oh, so I'm not late. What's up, y'all? What's up? You're not late. No, I have purposely been somewhat tardy, because it is 8:30-ish. But I allow the system of the ether to send out notifications a little bit now, because for some reason people weren't getting my notifications that I was live. Until like I've already done gotten into the show. Who knew? Who knew? She says, "Hey, Joe Nathan." And Joe Nathan says, "Hey, back." I love the love that y'all share. She asked of me to share. Can you give us a heads up? What's the what? That's a lot. Absolutely. And I definitely wanted to share that. Thus, you saw the comments. Welcome, Miss Kim. Glad to see you here this evening. She says, "Hello, everyone." Right back at you from Auntie Robin and JoJo Speaks. She said she almost burnt the grilled cheese sandwich. Oh no. We can't have burnt grilled cheese sandwich. It can have a little char, but it can't be burnt. There's an issue when it's burnt. It's not edible. Mikey wouldn't like it. Those that remember who Mikey is, you'll laugh with me. Shout out to Mikey. Dustin Butler's here. What's up, guy? My guy, how you doing? She said, "It's delicious. Delicioso." That's Spanish for delicious, for those that don't know. Anywho's topics tonight. Trump versus Iran. It continues. Nancy Mace versus Muslims. And Cardi B diamond status and more. It's there. I got my co-host here, buddy. Justin Butler is in the house, man. What's happening? What's up? Those of y'all that have been under a rock and did not see this, I'm gonna show it to you.
What's up, Tyrone? What's up, everybody?
What's happening, man?
Have you been? There's a lot been happening this week.
It has been, man. A lot. Like,
yes.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yes, it's crazy.
Like, bam, right here. Breaking news. Surprise, not surprise. Surprise.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
The deal between Iran and us to keep the Straits of Hormuz open fell through. Surprise, surprise. And they decided to say, "Hey, you know what? Nah, we're going to keep it closed until the end of his term."
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you very much, man, because, I mean, that's what we needed. That's exactly what we needed, right?
That's right.
And those that don't know, as a result of it, guess what happens? If you didn't know, now you know. Um, because I'm gonna show you. The gas prices are gonna go up. You don't believe me? You ain't gotta take my word for it.
Them gas prices finna go up. So y'all need to work on your astral projections. You could just tell your boss, yo, I'm here at work, but in spirit, because the US didn't realize that Iran is about that life code. Iran has officially said they are fully open to negotiations on January 20th, 2029, when the entire term is supposed to be over. They are fully stating they have no intent with talking negotiations with the US, with the current president right now. And the sad part about it is they're actually correct. They're actually well within their right, because the US attacked them unprovoked. Iran had not attacked us for us to be attacking them, let alone killing their leader. So we killed their supreme leader, we killed the Ayatollah, which is like the fact that they even said we might negotiate with y'all. And then when we said ceasefire, they still were getting attacked. And now we signed the MOU, and then we're like, but we're going to attack y'all anyway. So it's like they kind of do have a right to say we're not negotiating with y'all, because every time we try to negotiate, you threaten us, you say crazy things, and you bomb us. So clearly y'all don't have an intent of negotiating, because something's wrong with your president. So this is just a bad situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to my.
Them gas
I'm gonna
prices
move to.
finna go
I'm
up.
gonna move to my computer time. I'll be back.
All right. Sounds good. See you in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so those of y'all that have been under the rock, if y'all didn't realize, shout outs to Miss Kim for sharing this video, this young man with me. The cause and effect of this war that we started, the United States, is simple. Gas prices are going to go sky high. Why? Because a lot of our import of crude oil comes from over there. And it got to buy you. You're not going to get around that straight. You're not. And if they decide they want to shut it down and cut it off because you acting foolish, that ain't their fault. That's your fault. Why you go over there messing with them peoples? Anyway, ain't nobody told you to go messing with them peoples. You should have got your butt in the car and went other places outside of there. See, the problem was you guys got greedy once you thought you can do whatever you want once you got Venezuela. As a result of it, you got the puffy chest. You started flexing around everywhere, thinking that everybody was going to bend to your will under your knee. And they started fighting back. And look at you. 6, 7, now 8 months later, y'all still scrapping. And look what happened. One of the unfortunate causes of this effect also affects the stock market, which out of all the presidents that we've ever had, this guy has made more money on the stock market in the role of president than anybody has ever made before. And hey, frankly, this is what we voted for, right? I mean, I didn't vote for this. But
I didn't go for it either. I did.
I mean, as a country, we we talk about democracy and going with the majority of the will of the people, and this is the result of it. Guess what? Gas prices go up. We got to live with it. What you gonna do about it? You gonna go to war about it? You gonna put boots on the ground like another war or two that we were in back in the day? What you gonna do now? You're gonna cry that they got weapons of mass destruction again? You already tried that this year.
Yeah, they tried it twice.
Tried it a couple times. Like that's to say they tried it twice this year.
Twice, 3 times.
It's like what?
And I know that I'm saying the truth because Apple has been on high alert this year twice because of it. So, yes, it's pitiful. Yeah, it's pitiful.
Auntie Robin said it best right here. Elevated gas prices are an entire ruse. I forgot which oil company, but Karen Hunter said that one oil company makes over 120 million per day in profits.
I wonder why.
Per day.
I wonder why because the prices are so high. That's why.
Per day.
Mm-hmm. They're really rolling in the dough. I wish I was making that much money a day.
Y'all gotta realize, like, the moves that they making ain't for us, regular people.
So they're making it for the rich.
These are money moves. And that is above our pay grade.
And if I can say, Tyrone, real quick, I want to say that I just recently got some news about this platform that we're on right now. About YT, Google, YouTube. I got some news last night that they're raising. If you're not already monetized, they're raising it, make it higher. Way high. It's gonna be way higher coming January of 2027. So you're gonna have to make it. You're gonna have to make double hours and make double the content, or you're not gonna be able to get paid. So if you're not already having monetizing, I know Tyrone does not monetize yet. At least I don't think he is. Nope. So I'll put Tyrone in that situation. So that means Tyrone and I will have to do the double work in order to get monetization on this channel. I think that is crazy. I think that is uncalled for, and I think that because we already do enough work as it is. I know I do work every day for this show. I get the content. I get the content that I hear, but you know what I mean. I do what I can do for this show. Plus my other stuff that I got to do. And I don't think that we should have to be doing double the work and double the content, double the hours. It's only I think they're gonna move it to 8,000 or 800 hours? But I think
it's already ridiculous. It's already
they're moving it to 8,000 hours a week that you have to have in order to get monetization. I just looked it up on Google, and it says continuing. You have to have 800 views plus 8,000 hours of live content. So if you're not going to have that many hours, then you're basically going to be kicked out of the thing. So
partnership program, they kicking you out. So let me ask y'all in the chat, do y'all know why they're doing this?
I do.
If not, I have some of my theories.
I do, and I know why they're doing this because they want people to have they want more money. Google has a lot of power over the people that have these YouTube channels. And don't think that I don't know because I know the ins and outs of these companies. I'm on the board of these companies, I deal with it every day. I'm not in the office, but it doesn't matter that I'm not in the office.
Wait a minute, I need y'all to see.
Because everything is coming digital, and Tyrone knows this as well. So
absolutely becoming digital.
Everything is digital now. It doesn't matter if you're in the office or out of the office; you're still getting the content. But it doesn't. But yes, yes, you have 8,000 hours of live content, and you also have 800 hours of posted content. So if you also have, and that starts next year, starts in January of 2027. So if you don't have this many hours, if you're already in the content group, you have to have that many hours, or you're going to be kicked out. My boss told my boss told me this a couple of days ago. So I don't know what it makes the future of YouTube is going to be. I think there's going to be a lot of.
I can answer that.
People. Mm-hmm.
I can answer that a lot. So, what has been going on quietly, but still kind of loud, is the industries have been reshaping how they interact with people.
Well,
due to the amount of AI that has been flooding the markets.
I see a lot of people moving to other platforms.
Absolutely, because
and I see a lot more people moving to like Twitch and Kick and other platforms everywhere else. They're moving to what's that orange one called? I can't remember what's called now. I know Don Lemon is on it now. What's it called?
Doggone, I know what you're talking about too. I've seen it recently. I forgot the name of it.
Substack.
Yeah. Substack is taking off
because it's a subscription based video platform. So is Twitch, and so is Kick. So if you don't have a platform, if you don't have a Substack, I think the people are going to move to Substack next year pretty heavily after this comes about. I don't think that I don't think YouTube will be the same starting next year. I already see it changing.
Hold on.
I don't think that YouTube is going to be the same. And to be honest with you, that's why I started moving to the other platforms, Tyrone.
Yeah.
I started moving to TT, if you want to call it.
TT.
I started moving there, and I have got me another. Have got me a lot more people over there.
Yeah.
A lot more supporters. Shout out to one of the best people on the platform, Team Jeremy Bryant. He's my best friend over there. And yes, he shout out to him. He's a very awesome person. He's also will soon be my manager. He's also going to be my manager.
I did that, man.
Yes, he's also going to. I'm also going to be joining his agency in the future.
Nice.
So, I think that things are going to be changing for not only me but for the people on this platform.
Yep.
Heavily.
I've already said it.
I think that YouTube is going to be hurting for money. And also another thing that's changing is YouTube channel memberships.
Yep.
Starting next year, you have to be having double hours on the YouTube memberships. So if you're already in YouTube memberships and you're not making enough members content, you will also be kicked out of that too as well. They expect you to be making 7 days a week for 7. They want 7 days. Okay, they want 7 days a week, but they want you to do 3 days a week of the members only content.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
If you don't have enough members only content, you'll be kicked out starting next year.
That's a lot. Hey, welcome, Lady Virgo.
I didn't mean to take the whole story to a different level, But that's what with us being on this platform, I want you guys to know what's going on over here.
Auntie Rama says hello to Lady Virgo.
Hello.
Good evening to you, Lady Virgo, as well, if you didn't hear it. Auntie Robin says, any thoughts on the new ownership sale of the LA Lakers? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Because I want to say something, Tyrone. As you know, I'm on the board. I'm on the Disney board. What do you call it?
Yeah.
I do like that move because I think the Lakers will have a better season. Not only will they have a better season, but they'll also have a better team.
Hopefully.
But I don't think that I don't think I see the best out of everything. But I also see a lot of red flags with everything going on, especially with the president that we have currently.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that they sold the franchise. Because it has been a declining franchise, in my opinion. Like, since Kobe left, since Shaq left, it has been a declining franchise. And it now makes sense why LeBron abandoned ship. Because I'm pretty sure at the time he probably got the heads up, hey, we're looking to sell, and it wasn't certain who was going to buy it, and he wasn't going to stick around for it. He's like, I'm out. Okay, now you're at Philly. Let's see how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Okay. We know you are coming towards the close of your career, LeBron. You could have just bowed out gracefully. But you want to extend it a little further, I guess. One more ring, I guess. I don't know.
He's going to do a good job for Philadelphia. I don't see him leaving the NBA anytime soon.
He's going to have to.
I don't think he's going to leave.
I think it's going to be by force, and unfortunately, I don't want to wish this on him, but I think it's going to be as a result of an injury that you're not going to be able to come back and play.
Well, see, I'm already on medical leave anyway. So.
It's like, well, I'm not wishing that on him because I ultimately wish him great success in his career. Like, he has a great amount of success. It's just, I think he's still chasing after that ghost of Jordan.
Sure. Can I ask you another question?
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of the NBA, what do you think? Who do you think the best team in the NBA right now is?
I'm still putting it on New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say New York.
I'm still saying New York is the best team. I would say the Spurs have a good shot at making it back, but I think because of
God, how many times did I got to mess with you today?
The youthfulness of their team over there, I think it's to the detriment of their team, and because of it, that's where they had all of those mistakes and breakdown in this finals that we just had against New York. You can see New York State pose very poised the whole entire time, even though they were behind, and that aided in them battling back and being able to win the championship.
All right. Can I ask you another question? While we're on the topic of sports, I have a question. So, have you seen the pictures of the new NBA, of the new Buffalo Bills Stadium?
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to get your topics on that and what you think about
that. Let me get back to that one sec, man. I'm gonna come back to that because there's a ton of comments here.
A lot of people are not happy with the layout.
Absolutely, because I mean, we'll come back to that. Auntie Robin says she stepped away. Let me rewind.
Yeah, sorry, Tyrone. I got a lot of sports stuff.
Lady Virgo says hello to everyone.
Hello,
happy Wednesday. JoJo says happy. How you doing? To Lady Virgo. Auntie Robin says, Google is probably increasing the requirements for monetizations for their bottom line. The platform has grown exponentially since its inception. Yes.
Yeah, but
the only issue with that was
they shouldn't be raising it that high. Them hours are too crazy in my opinion.
Like you said, you keep moving the goalposts back. Why keep moving that goal back? Like, and I get why now, as I start to analyze what's going on and seeing the new trends, as AI content is starting to flood every aspect of every industry, you guys want to combat that because people have found a way to accelerate their way to that goalpost. And, that way you're going to have to spend out more money. You're going to have to churn out a lot more money for these people. They're like, hey, whoa, wait a second. Why we got 100,000 people being monetized now when it used to be only 25? What happened? Oh, AI. Oh, now we got to change the rules. Because we ain't got that kind of money. And so they changed the rules, and this is the result of it. Ms. Kim says, do they have monetization programs for micro influencers? In the beginning, there was a pathway to success for people that did lesser amounts of content, but they stripped that away because eventually that market blew up. And they're like, whoa, wait. We'd rather pay for a long form content versus short content. If that's what you were talking about. The short form content, which was rivaling against Vine and stuff like that, was how YouTube took off really, really, really fast. Because at that time, there was such a community centered around YouTube, and YouTube built up a culture around that short form content. And then they found, oh, wait, the longer we have people on the platform, the more money we can make off of advertisements. So let's give precedence on long form content over the short form. Therefore, if you're making influencer videos of, say you're selling a product or something like that, or you're doing a little short skit that's like less than 2 minutes. Yeah, all of that got completely washed to the background, because when you started having people do short films of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour on YouTube started turning the wheels and saying, hey, we can monetize with them off of more advertisers. If we get more advertisers onto the platform, we can get more minis. We want the minis. Give us the minis. Y'all give us the minis, we can pay more monies. And then eventually they kind of like, well, if we can kind of filter who gets the monies based off of these criteria.
I also want to say, I also want to say another thing. I don't know if you ever noticed this, Tyrone, but it does happen. If you have a membership through Google, it's cheaper. YouTube membership through Google, but if you have it through Apple, you have to pay Like, say if you have paid like if you get it through Google, it's $4.99. But if you pay it through Apple, it's $6.99. It's $2 more.
Mm-hmm.
It's $2 more if you get it through Apple than if you get it through Google. To me,
That's how they get you.
That's not fair because everybody has an Apple, and a lot of people have an Apple phone.
Oh yeah,
I do.
It's a lot.
Here,
It's a whole lot of us. It's a whole lot. I'm an Android user, by the way. Samsung.
Yeah. Well, see, you can here. Let me do you a favor. You see this in my hand?
What you got there?
That's my phone.
Uh-oh.
That's my phone.
Yeah.
You see how many people have these? Thousands and thousands of people.
Everybody.
So if they have one, and if people have an Apple account, which everybody does, it used to be called Apple ID, but now it's called Apple account.
Yeah.
But if you have an Apple account balance, you can also have subscriptions through Apple, and they want to try to get the most money that they can. So when they renewed their contract with Apple, they made it to where you have to pay $2 extra to have a YouTube membership. Because
That's
I have one.
crazy.
I have one. I have one membership through Apple, and it's on Pascal's show.
Yeah.
I pay $6.99 a month for one YouTube membership because I didn't have the option to get it through Google. I had to get it through Apple. So when I got it through Apple, I had to pay $6, $2 more than I paid through Google.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Auntie Robert says YouTube now has a plethora of new content creators in the form of new media and former linear TV and legacy media. Those more seasoned professionals are doing quite well fiscally because they come to the platform with advanced knowledge of media. YouTube wants a piece of the pie. Yeah, absolutely, they do. What is more, many content creators stack their shows by simulating broadcasts. Yep, this is definitely true. Simulating broadcasting on Twitch, TikTok, etc. Basically, the long live streams is was the cause of it because the uploads have slowed down. The amount of people uploading has slowed down.
Well, it depends on it. It has a lot to do with the servers. When you think about everything is on the server, everything they have to pay for the storage on the server. If they get bigger and bigger and bigger, like Google has as a whole entire company, and the reason I say Google is because Google owns YouTube.
Yeah.
So when Google took over YouTube, they started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody knows it. So when I got bigger, they had to pay extra money for storage on the platform because there's a lot of people that's on this platform that's taking up a lot of space on their server. And as I can tell you from knowing this a lot, because a lot of these companies have data centers.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Everybody has a data center.
Large data centers at that.
So Google has a large data centers that has our content stored on that data center. Okay. On the future of AI, everything is going to be stored on these data centers, and everything already is. Okay, I know it for a fact. So I could say that everything is on this data center. Okay, you think it's free for them to have it on the data center? No, it's not. They have to pay a fee. It's like we have to pay a fee for what we do. They have to pay a fee for having it. But when they get it bigger and bigger, they have to pay more because they have to take up more space on the data center. Does that make sense?
Crystal to me, because I know they have to have people to work that data center too, 24/7. In addition to the power resources and trying to keep things clean in the area, Auntie Robin says it does take a while to build your YouTube channel. And when you do, you can do quite well. A long time ago, Funky didn't even told us that.
And it's also making Google is also making it harder to get super chats.
Yeah,
you're not going to get super chats as quick. You're also not going to have super chats as quick as you do now. So if you're trying to get big enough to have super chats, and you better get going, because when it comes into next year, it's going to be very difficult to get approved for super chat.
And this number that the 55K that Funky Dineva achieved back in the day per month, most of that was from super chats. It wasn't from the advertising dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, YouTube prioritized super chats over the channel's monetization from advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dollar per video amount disappeared over time. It really went down. Like, I think at one time when I had a channel that was monetized in the beginning of YouTube monetization, and we were able to achieve it, the most that we received for one video was maybe $20. And that was over more than 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took a while for us to get $20 on that one video.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think, like, when they went back and retweet things, people began to make thousands of dollars off of one video from advertising dollars, because they were getting hundreds of thousands of views. And then they changed the whole game, moving the goal line and goalpost back again.
Mm-hmm.
It went from people making $1 per view
Right.
to maybe 20 cents or less per view.
But
and now it's far less than that now.
Now you make a lot less.
It's way less than that now. You'll be lucky to see anything close to a quarter. 25 cents per view.
I'm not trying to be pushy, but I'm not trying to be pushy, but you also make a lot more money on other platforms.
Absolutely.
You make a lot more money on TT.
Yeah. There's way more opportunities on TT and Twitch.
Right.
Like, people have turned those platforms into real money makers.
I'll be honest with you.
Like, it's insane. And
I'm on TikTok more. Okay, I'm on TikTok more than I am YouTube at this point.
And that's become the trend too. Like, a lot of people are migrating away because of YouTube's antics and all the red tape that you have to go through. Auntie Robin says, I think the reason that LeBron dipped has everything to do with the new ownership. Yes, absolutely. Who wants to work for Kushner? I mean, when I saw Bob Iger and Kushner was there, hey.
And we also
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Next month, Tyrone, as you know, Apple will have a new CEO.
Mm-hmm.
September 1st, we will have a new CEO of Apple. I want to turn this. It's like I said a few months ago, and I will say it again. This is our future.
The future.
A really big future change. You know, our future is going to go way up. I think our future is going to go way higher.
Stand corrected.
Apple has a very very highly recognized company right now, but I think it's going to go way higher as John Turner starts to put his stamp on things. But I do think they're going to have a lot of. I do think they're going to have a lot of ups and downs because of the things that go inside the computers. They're having trouble.
Oh my gosh! Like the tariffs is really
they're having terrible tariffs right now.
Really messed Apple up.
They're really struggling. I'm pretty sure everybody sees it on the news. They're really struggling. They have let a lot of things on the back burner for now because they don't have enough. They have a lot more of. They have a lot more stuff that they want to put out, but they can't put it out right now because of the chip making. They have to have stuff inside them to make them work. They don't have enough. They have a lot more things they want to do, but they can't do it because they make the chip prices are too high, and the memory. There's a lot of the memory shortage issue because of the presidency, in my opinion. Yeah, he's making it a lot worse for the companies. Even though he's saying that he's making it better. I don't think it's better. I think it's a lot worse. I don't think
Indeed.
I don't think that Apple's going to get to recover anytime soon. I think it's going to have to wait until he gets out of office in order to recover.
Right.
To the level that they used to be at several weeks ago or several months ago. But I think this is going to be a very long, drawn out process because of the prices of the shortage. I think there's going to be a lot of devices that get delayed.
Oh yeah,
your future.
The speed of orders coming out is going to definitely suffer because of it. I mean, it is what it is, honestly. At this point, Auntie Robin, thank you for the correction.
The reason I say that is because September is going to be a really struggling month. Apple is going to be really struggling. It's not going to be like a regular. It's not going to be like a regular September.
Yeah, I think a lot of businesses are gonna struggle in September because of the commander-in-chief,
right,
and all the antics that is about to go underway. If y'all don't know.
Another thing that I'm going through personally right now is I'm also fighting my. I also recently got news today, actually, that my special doctor, left one of my specialists. They left again without telling me that they wasn't even there anymore. So I didn't even know that, and they denied my refill for my medication.
Oh my God!
And it's not. That's not good. It's a narcotic. Tyrone. And as you know, people that have things like I do, I have severe pain. I have cerebral palsy. I have scoliosis, and I think that it's called. I'll share the name out because they're public. It's called diazepam. It's a narcotic, and they don't want to refill my medication. So, yeah, my doctor actually the one I had, she left. And the new one that I haven't been able to see her yet because it's a new doctor. Haven't been able to see her yet because it's harder to get into a new doctor. It's hard to get in like several months behind. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
it's hard to get in to see him. But she keeps denying my medication. So and then it's frustrating due to her not wanting to refill my medication. It's probably going to be a very wrong route for me for the next few weeks. I'll probably have if they don't get it fixed within the next few days, I'll probably start having things that I don't want to talk about on here. Um, so yeah, it's really struggling right now because my doctors in this medical field, like I always say, this medical field, I feel like they don't. I feel like we're just a number to them.
Yeah.
But if we don't get into see them, well, I didn't even know I didn't even know I had to switch until they told me today.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know.
No letter, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. So,
And man, at least I would had hope like the practitioner would reach out to you or something to inform you,
well, she said
or
that
an assistant
leaving, but
will let you.
they said that she was leaving, but they didn't send out no paperwork until it was too late.
The medical industry, ladies and gentlemen. Auntie Robin says the output of the game that we have gotten from the Lakers have deteriorated, but the franchise maintains its market value, just like the Knicks. Okay. Name recognition, yes, I would say that, but sales of merch, not so much.
The best team in the NBA that has the best merch sales right now is probably the Chicago Bulls.
Forever the Chicago Bulls. LeBron, Auntie Robin said LeBron can ride the bench on any team and still fans, still bring fans to arena. I'm pretty sure. She also says, I read this week that Wemby, the young man from the San Antonio Spurs, is in training with Hakeem. For $1,000 a week. He needs to add weight, get media training, and adjust his attitude. Absolutely. I'm not sure how much that training would work for him because Dwight Howard went through the same training and other training camps, and it didn't work. I'm just saying. Anywho, Miss Kim says he's 41.
Yeah.
What's the average age for a player to retire? Most of them have retired before they turn 40 because you're in old man territory once you reach 40 in the NBA. It becomes you tap dance into the area of being injury prone past your 40s in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying you can play well over 40. He's not the first player to go into their 40s and still play in the NBA. But just know.
You don't see it very often.
We don't see it that often. What? Oh yeah. Auntie Robin, I'm definitely getting into this. The Islamophobia is absolutely darn real, and it has strucken across this nation in so many different ways. And first off, Hang on one second. Was that my next? No, it wasn't my next. Speaking of phobias.
Did I miss the Buffalo Bills stadium picture the same? Did I miss that part?
No, I gotta pull it up so I can look at the pictures with you.
Okay.
And we'll go through it.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No. We good. Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard about this one. Shout out to my man Tizzy Entertainment.
You've seen the story about how Donald Trump allegedly hid in a catering cart and then got off of Air Force One and took a different jet back because of a threat of assassination from Iran. And yes, in many ways, the jokes write themselves. My buddy Steven had the banger Secret Craft Services, which made me laugh. But in all seriousness, I have a question. Like, how great was this threat? It was enough that he didn't want to be on Air Force One and got off, but Air Force One was still full of people.
That part.
Pilots,
people.
Crew,
what?
White House staff,
what?
Members of the press.
What?
Did they all know what was going on? Did you tell them, like, hey, there's been a threat, president's going to go elsewhere? You're fine with staying on here, right? Did that conversation happen? Because I didn't hear anyone talk about that.
We absolutely know for sure. Yeah, Tizzy. That man took tail and ran and didn't tell nobody. After his recent visit over in Iran, and all these talks fell all the way apart in front of his face, he ran scared because, there's still that bounty out on Sir Trump.
Mm-hmm.
They looking for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just funny that, this supposed man, strong president, I am, took tail and ran in the food truck. Sir Cankles, you are the weakest president ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said it. And you want to go around talking about how you ruling with great strength?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm. I like what Peter Alexander said this morning on his new show this morning. He said, if you can't, he says, if you can't handle something like this, why are you the president? And I agree with that. If you can't handle, if you don't think you're fit to be on Air Force One, or if you don't think that you're fit to be, if you don't think that you are safe enough to be in the best airplane that you have, U.S. pays for, then why are you even the president of the United States?
Why?
You haven't even done a damn thing for what this country needs, but you want to do what's best for you so you can get your pockets more deeper.
Why? And I like how Auntie Robert said, Trump is a punk. The thoughtlessness of putting all of those people in harm's way reminds me of his POS. He is indeed a POS. And she also says, also the way he reacted to the threat is a good indication that those other attempts on him were, what? I want to, Fugazi, especially the one where he rose with a power to the people. Fight.
Yeah, I don't think
for those that remember that in Pennsylvania. Absolutely horrible. If y'all didn't know, also, this man has made his business to and I'll I'm not going to say alleged. I was about to say alleged, but he made it his business to get in the business of
is going down in Greenland as a Trump-linked oil company, an American oil company, has landed drilling equipment on the shores of Greenland without the permission of the government there and without the permission of Denmark. And they are now sounding the alarm. Greenland has issued a strong warning as this Trump-linked oil firm prepares to drill without their permission. It was just a couple days ago, Trump reissued this threat to Greenland, and now this is happening. And this is with this company, Greenland Energy. It's a Texas company that was set up just last year, and they have claimed that 1 trillion of crude oil may lie beneath the Jameson Land region in Greenland. And they announced plans to spend $60 million drilling 2 wells to find out, but they haven't gotten permission to do that yet. Greenland Energy Chair Larry Sweats, who enjoys access to the president, said this has nothing to do with American annexation. This is a pretty wild story. Even Dr. Phil has been tapped to film a documentary about this oil drilling project in Greenland. Guys, it just never ends. It gets more and more bizarre each day.
It does absolutely get more and more bizarre each day. Shout out to my mans here for that video. Like, Cankles and them are the absolute worst and weakest, pathetic people, because how are you going to threaten a whole nother country, and then when you getting threatened by a country to take your life, you're like, I'm gonna run and tell and hide. But you want to be big and bad over there in Denmark because you think that Denmark ain't got no sort of weaponry to stop you. They ain't gonna do nothing. All right. FAFO. Watch what they do. Because y'all got to also know Denmark ain't alone. They're not by themselves. Mm-hmm. And you go messing with Denmark, you got some neighbors over there that's gonna come fighting with them.
Sure.
And you're like, y'all shouldn't do this. Nah, you shouldn't be doing this. Why are you doing it in the first place? Because you want to get more monies. Get money. Now, back to this conversation about Muslims. Unfortunately, this heifer. Yeah, I'm calling her a heifer. I don't care.
I don't care either.
Nancy got her hips on television talking to this black man up here about Muslims in this country.
Who is that? Who is that? What's your name?
This is I forgot what network this was on. But this is Nancy Mace going back and forth with.
She's not on CNN, is she?
I don't think that was CNN.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, it was CNN. That was Omar from CNN that she did this with, and her comments about anti-Muslim is quite interesting.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't like her. I don't like
her at all because she's a follower. She's not a leader, and y'all put her in this place of leadership in this cabinet. And this is what she had to say.
Online. A few days ago, you wrote, quote, "Every single Muslim holding public office in America is a Trojan horse and a threat to both national security and our republic." Are you saying that anyone who is Muslim is a threat to this country?
That's not what I said. And that's not what I said. Number one, I think we do have a real issue with.
First off, that's what she said.
Radical.
I mean, it sounds like that's what you're saying.
No, I was talking about elected officials. What are our values and what do they look like? I don't want to hear the call to prayer 5 times a day in an American city. I think
if you
that's
don't want to
wrong.
hear
That's
it,
not
that's
our
okay.
value.
The First Amendment, protects from freedom of religion. If you don't want to hear it, fine. You know, I grew up in a Christian household. I grew up in the South. Islam is not my religion, but I have Muslim friends who, if that is how they worship, even if I don't want to hear it, that is their right to hear.
In the privacy of their own mosque or their own home, not on the streets of America. I think that we're speaking a very different vibe here. We shouldn't be having that kind of thing going on. And if you look at the parades that are happening, I look at the women who are covered head to toe with little slits for their eyes. As a woman, that's scary.
But you're
to
not
me,
being,
that
that's not being forced on you, Congress.
Did y'all pick up on what she did right there? Not only did she attack the religion, she also began to attack the appearance of people from said religion. And turned them into a villain. What is unfortunate here is people want to say this is fear mongering, but no, this is a lot deeper than fear mongering.
All across the country.
But that's not being forced on you to do, Congresswoman. You know, the First Amendment is pretty clear on freedom of religion. Article 6 also, no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office.
American culture. We have Christian foundations as a nation, and this does not.
That's your opinion. The First Amendment disagrees that it needs to stay that. If someone wants to express their religion, it's right there as number one in terms of the Constitution.
Then go back to that country is all I have to say. Go back to that country of origin. It doesn't need to be here.
Congressman.
You know, I find a problem with Nancy in this is these are Republican talking points at this point because they're frustrated with the people that are currently outdoing them and outperforming them in the roles that they once had. This is a retaliation against Madani and the other young gentleman that recently won his primary. And so now this new wave is we're going to attack their religion and say they don't belong here. We're going to say that, unfortunately, they don't have a place here. And on top of that, nobody wants them here. When she's only speaking for a small group of the people here. I like how Auntie Robin placed this here. She says, here in the Bronx, we have a huge Muslim population, easily identified by their attire. What is interesting to me is that they are from all over West Africa, mostly Nigeria, Bangladesh, America. She says, I wish people would see what it looks like when we live in harmony. The problem with living in harmony, here's the problem. It bucks against the system. The system is designed to oppress people.
Thank you.
The system is designed to keep people separate. The system is designed for supremacy over a set of people.
Can I add something to the term?
Go ahead.
And the system is not meant to support the people that have disabilities.
No,
there's not enough options. There's not enough people that have, for people like me to have the support that I need through the medical field. And she's one of the people that's affecting that as well. I don't care if she's new or not. I don't care for people that's part of this administration. I don't care if you're new or if you're old. Everybody that's in this administration, I'm looking at you cross-eyed.
Absolutely.
Because
those that were wondering who the gentleman is, his name is Omar.
What's his name?
Omar.
Omar. Okay. Well, I like Omar. I don't have an issue with Omar. He's one of my favorite hosts on CNN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. So go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Tyrone.
No, he's very smart. Very smart.
Yes, I don't think. I think that he's one of the best new hosts on CNN.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best new hires. I only like him and a couple other people on CNN. But I do think that there's a lot of people that's in this office right now that's affecting people like me heavily, and I think she's one of them. Mm-hmm. So,
you're absolutely right. I don't know if you guys can see this totally, but as Nancy talks about, they should go back to their country of origin. Let's look here. Ted Cruz was born in what? Canada. Has never had his citizenship questioned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marco Rubio is another one. He was born in Florida, but two undocumented parents. Two of them. Parents still not citizens.
Mm.
To this date, allegedly, is what they say. But then when you have this young man who recently won his primary, he was born in Detroit. Now y'all want to investigate his immigration stuff and everything. And y'all want to turn him into a villain as these Muslims, because he is Muslim. Madani is another Muslim. And now you're trying to make it seem like there is this epidemic, a disease that is spreading across the country, something that you must prevent and stop from happening nationwide.
Well, I think that okay. At one time they did stop it, but okay. But I think that he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the people, and I don't think that this president will ever care about the people. I think he cares about himself. Mm-hmm.
Ms. Kim said it best right here. She says, Cankles doesn't care about anybody but himself. She said it right there. She even thinks that the bang bang that Blue passed, his ear grew back, which is quite interesting. How your hair, how your ear grow back. Holyfield had his ear bit off. It didn't grow back, and they certainly didn't reattach it. I'm just saying.
You can say it again, because I don't believe any of that.
You know, Auntie Robert said it here. Said Omar from CNN has been with him almost 10 years. I didn't know that. I've seen his face once or twice over the year, last couple of years.
Let's just say after Don Lemon left, he's been on there for a lot.
Yeah. But this whole epidemic against Muslims, what I find funny is where people are like, this is a Christian nation and everybody else need to do what they do in private. But when Christians come out into the street and start preaching and talking and trying to coerce people into going their way, we're supposed to remain silent.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to take a seat back and allow them to speak and do whatever because they have free speech, but everybody else don't. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're like what we're starting to see with everything going on with Google and YouTube, y'all pushing the goalposts back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you're mad because you're not where you think you should be.
Thank you.
And you want to point the finger at everybody else as the reason why you not where you want to be. You don't have the power and control that you want. You don't have the influence that you desire. And it's everybody else's fault. And you want everybody to assimilate to your way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to cry when people call you a colonizer. Mm-hmm. You want to cry that people are saying you're acting like a supremacist. You're acting in such ways that are not becoming of Christianity, Christ-like. And you're like, what Christ has to do with this? What Jesus has to do with it? Jesus has everything to do with Christianity. But you over there acting a fool because you can't get your way. And then because you can't get your way, you're like, I want to burn the whole house down.
Sure.
Now you put everybody in danger because you can't have your way. You are the problem. People like Nancy Mace are the problem.
Another problem that I have. Another problem that somebody that I have is Nancy Grace. I don't like Nancy Grace. I can tell you why.
Nancy Mace. I'm sorry. I said Nancy Grace.
Nancy Mace. Okay.
But Nancy Mace. Nancy Grace, she's good.
I don't think so.
I still feel like she is an opportunist with her platform, but she's decent enough that I'll allow her to stay where she is.
I know. I don't think. I had to make the difference on that one.
I love this question here from Miss Kim. She said, is ICE picking up Mama and Papa Rubio? I'm going to come on camera and say this. No. Why? Because their son has rose to some form of privilege.
Thank you.
And it boils down to the have and have nots of this country. This is why Nancy Mace feels emboldened to say the things that she said in that video. Because she has attained some type of status and privilege from it. Oh, Auntie Robin says no, because as Cubans, they identify as white. I didn't say it. She also said there is no such thing as a white. It is a made-up construct.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, race is a made-up construct, and everybody has been wondering where the origin of race came from. It's not American at all. It's actually South American, and to be specific, it's to the region of Brazil and Chile and all that region down there. which was brought over from European culture, specifically the Spaniards and Italians, who then tried to separate themselves amongst people and to make themselves better. And it's all tied into the slave trade, and all of this goes back to people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And people feeling that they are superior, the supremacy of it all. That's where it all goes back to. And unfortunately, like, a lot of people don't understand that religion has been indoctrinated into supremacy, especially here in the United States. It's huge, huge. Auntie Robert says in America, it was used to harness power and to advance white nationalism. Before the 1970s, there wasn't a race extinction on government forms. Imagine that. 1970 is not that long ago at all. And she also says people would identify with their country of origin. Folks passing through Ellis Island identified as Italian, German, Irish, etc., etc. Absolutely. And what's so funny about that, a lot of people fail to remember there was a time period where the segregation of this country was not based off of color solely. It broke down really severely to why your accent don't sound like ours. You must be from one of them foreign countries. Where are you? You're from Ireland? You one of them Irish man, huh? You're not one of us red-blooded Americans, right? You didn't come from here. You came here. It was a lot of that going on here. And then eventually they kind of wised up and was like, you know what? Let's work this out. We'll let you have a certain reign in a certain level of class because we somewhat kinfolk because of our skin folks. But we're not the same. We saw a little display of that earlier this year when Marco Rubio was on the podium and was speaking in Spanish in front of the rest of the people that was amongst his cabinet. And he thought he was impressing everybody around him. And they pretty much just, okay, man, yeah, you and that Spanish stuff, go on, step aside now. We're going to talk American to these people in America. And that's what we saw. Transpired real quick. And how quick did Rubio forget? Because of his privilege and access.
Well, if I can move on, Tyrone, I got another story I would like to bring to you. Did you hear about the Paramount deal and then about the 60-minute deal?
Oh, man.
Okay, well,
I did not.
Okay, well,
I did not.
Guess who they got to take over the? Guess who they got to take over the main hosting duties of 60 Minutes? Nora O'Donnell.
Who?
Okay, I don't agree with that.
Oh,
okay. God. I don't think Nora O'Donnell is going to be the best the main host for 60 Minutes. Okay, I don't have nothing against Nora O'Donnell. I like Nora, but I know that she ain't gonna work out. And the reason why is because she was hosting before this announcement. She was hosting the CNN nightly news. She did an awesome job at that, but I don't think she would be an awesome host for 60 Minutes. And I don't think, and also, okay, while we're on that subject, the new host for CNN nightly news is struggling. A lot of people do not like him. Including myself. I don't like him. He doesn't. I don't like the show anymore. I don't watch the show anymore. I don't like the way that he hosts the show. He's very quick with it, if you know what I mean. He's not really into it like Noel O'Donnell was. He don't have interviews. He doesn't have people on the show. He does it by himself, and he goes very quick. He tells the story and he's done with it. I don't like that. I don't like the way that CNN News has been running. After he left, after the main host left, after Nora O'Donnell left the show, I don't like it. I wish Nora O'Donnell would come back to CNN News, the nightly news, and come back to her regular nightly show. Because I don't think that she would do the best job at hosting the 60 Minutes program. No, I don't like. I also don't like the new. I also don't like that the new commander in chief of CN or the CBS Evening News.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like what's her name? She's the one that runs the place. I don't like her. I hope that they find somebody else.
They need to, man.
I don't like her.
Auntie Robin says Nora is joining 60 Minutes. Also, the show has never had a main host. Huh. You know what? For a long time, I forgot her name. The elderly lady. I'm sorry to say it that way.
She left. She left when.
Yeah.
She left when.
I thought she was the main host of 60 Minutes, but yeah. That was one of the beautiful things about 60 Minutes. There was no main person per se. It was split, like the format of the show was split around different anchors.
Not no more. When it comes out next month, you're gonna see Nora O'Donnell be the main host.
Interesting. Let's see. She says back up Dorja joined CBS Morning when she left NBC. Oh, did not know that. She was then prompted to anchor CBS Evening News and then broadcast, moved to DC. Oh, I did not know they moved from New York to DC. Wow. Wow. She was a disaster. 2 more hosts later. Now they have Tony. Oh.
I think he's a disaster too.
Tony is horrible. I'm not surprised. but he's ultra pro Israel. There's a lot of that going on. I got the stadium pulled up.
Sure.
I think, for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, bring it up. I won't see it. I didn't see it, so this was something I need to see.
This was images that I was able to find.
Sure.
Highmark Stadium is what they're calling it. I guess this was like concept of it. All right, hang on one sec.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, really? This is interestingly big. Open top. I ultimately, for me, I wish the Bills the best in the new stadium. My concerns is mostly because of, well, maybe, hopefully. Are you able to see that closer now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. Close that. Hey, man. Say close that. Close it. Thank you. I think having this new stadium is going to be a good thing, energy-wise, as far as this new team direction. My biggest concern would be
we also got to remember they also have a new coach this year.
Yeah. With the new coach, new direction, and everything, I'm curious of how that energy is gonna like help with things. You know, if ticket sales match what they used to have, I think they'll be fine. But if ticket sales drop because like it's a new stadium and the cost is higher, like, and everything is astronomically out of, you know, the local economic realm of things. Like, what was the point of getting a new stadium? Like, the reason why I bring that up is because what Daniel Snyder did with the Redskins, moving them from RFK Stadium downtown Washington, D.C. to Landover, Maryland, and up the cost on everything. It over the years, it proved to be a detriment to the franchise more than an asset to the franchise. Part 2.
Sure.
Atlanta Falcons demolishing the Georgia Dome. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is phenomenal stadium. But the cost of the tickets to the games are astronomical. Now they'll be like, oh, we got the cheapest concessions in the. Who cares if I'm spending $200 on nosebleed tickets to a game? Who cares? Astronomically high. Now, what happens is like people gonna pay it because like they love the franchise. They love the atmosphere of being at a game live versus sitting at home watching it on TV. It's gonna be interesting to see. Shout outs to the NFL for starting their first game last Thursday, the Hall of Fame game. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers for winning. And with a flair, oh my gosh, this rookie, undrafted rookie, came in and showed his butt off on that field.
Mm-hmm.
Both good, bad, and ugly.
Sure.
And he took them to a victory by running in the touchdown for the win with 2 seconds on the clock.
Sure.
2 seconds left on the clock, and he ran in the touchdown for the win. That took guts. And I'm like, something is in the atmosphere for the NFL this season, and I'm excited to see what happens this year. The Ravens have me excited because I've seen a lot of videos from the training camp with them. I've seen a couple clips of the Bills too, man, and they're looking nice. Like things are coming together.
Okay, the only reason I'll be honest with you, the only reason that I watched the only reason that I watched the NFL right now is because of Damar Hamlin. Okay, I like Damar Hamlin very well. I think that he does very well for the Buffalo Bills. And if he wasn't there, I don't think that I would be there at this moment. I don't think I would be there. I don't think that I would even be watching the football game. Because I think that he does a very good job at his thing. And honestly, I think that he's always doing a better job. I don't think, honestly, I didn't think when they had the draft this past was it April or August when they had the draft?
April.
When they had the draft in April, I didn't think they did a very good job of picking the people. And that's just my opinion.
Oh, with the Bills?
I didn't think they did a very good job. I think they could have picked some better people this year. There's two people I like. I like Josh Allen and Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's only two I like on here on this season so far. I mean on this cast so far. There are other people they can prove it. They can prove it. I have to prove themselves to me. I'm not going to say I can change my mind as the season goes on. But but you have to prove yourself to me before I can give you some credit. But I will definitely give Damar Hamlin credit and Josh Allen credit. But yeah, I think that's the only two people that I've been watching this season. I will be watching this whole. I've been watching this whole season because I love football, but I also love the people that been on the Bills.
Yeah.
And I think that the Bills are going to change a lot this season, especially with the new coach.
Oh yeah. Like from what I've seen so far is they're looking to do a more balanced offense. Which it would be different to see for the Bills. Because I would say like the last two seasons of having such heavy pass versus having more run plays was their downfall. And the fact that they weren't balancing that and just relying on their defense, I think that was the same issue that was happening in Baltimore, but in reverse. Baltimore heavily relied on run and no pass plays. And then just leave it in the hands of the defense and everything will be fine. And that doesn't work in the current climate of NFL. We've seen that from the Super Bowl. You got to put the ball in the air. And if you ain't moving that ball through the air, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. That's unfortunate. And from what I've seen, Baltimore from their training camp, they're doing more pass plays now than they have ever done before. which I'm excited to see.
I think the Damar Hamlin's going to retire in the next several years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like there's going to be a lot of people to exit in these next 3 years from the current iteration of rosters around the league. Like some big names are going to be dropping. But I'm also like a little excited for the younger guys to take over. Like
I am too, but I like enormously. And when people that leave that I support heavily, I specifically leave with them. And that's not nothing against the Bills, but that's something that I do as a supporter of the certain people that are on the team. I don't stay there. If somebody leaves, like I know Josh Allen ain't going anywhere anytime soon because he renewed his contract for several more years. Okay, I know he's not going anywhere, but if Damar Hamlin goes somewhere else, I will go with him. I will not stay with the Bills.
Okay.
I will not stay with the Bills at all. I don't like the way that the Bills are doing their thing this year. And I hate to say that because I don't like the way that I'm feeling right now with the Bills as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's too many changes for one. There's too many changes. I don't like the coach already. I don't get a good feeling from the coach. Okay, bring him back. I don't like it. Okay, just take him out of here. Okay, I don't like. There's just too many changes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did notice some of the changes that he did on the defensive side of things, with the personnel positions wise, and I was kind of curious of why he would do things that way. With like on first day, he switched up everybody. Like, did you already see something that like before your defensive coach even hit the field with the team? Like, did you see something? A reason why you started moving people around like that?
I don't have to see something, but I can feel it.
And it's just like it started popping up questions, but like when you start to see them on film, you're like, okay, there's something going on there that could potentially work. Let's wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
And this is. I have the same feeling with Baltimore. I like what I saw in certain areas, specifically offense. Defense, I'm a little worried. Although they added great pieces to the defense on the offseason, I'm still kind of worried about placement of these players on the field. Like, are you going to place them where they're going to be at their strengths or they're going to be at their weakness?
They're going to be at their weak.
And like we've seen over the last few years with Baltimore's defense, these guys have been off their game because they're out of their natural position.
They don't have those same people that they had before.
They don't.
And that's what I'm trying to say. If you get too many new people, Tyrone, at the same time, I get that people retire and the people have to move on. But if you get too many people at one time, Tyrone, it throws the whole team off.
It does. You have to recreate all chemistry and everything. Like,
it doesn't make any sense for him to come in here and take half of these people. More than half of this team is new people. Okay. And half of this team has been gone. Half of this team has been replaced. I don't like that. There's only two people that's on this team that I remember from the past 3 years.
Yeah, because Buffalo cleaned house on the offseason.
Josh Allen and Damar Hamlin. Okay, if Damar Hamlin leaves, I'm going to leave too. because I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And I can understand that. Like a lot of fans at Baltimore were feeling the withdrawal of Lamar last season.
Not only do I watch Demar Hamlin, I have had the opportunity to talk to Demar Hamlin myself.
Oh, nice.
I have followed him on Instagram. He's a very nice person. I have had the opportunity to ask questions. I'm not going to say what the questions were. I will say that I've had conversations with him, especially after he had that accident several years ago.
Yeah.
On the field. Okay, when his heart stopped. So, yeah, I understand. I know about a lot more than other people will probably get to say, but I do know more about Demar Hamlin. Okay, so yes, I do support Demar Hamlin as well. I have his jersey, for crying out loud. So I have his jersey. So I just don't think that the Buffalo Bills are going to be the same this year. It's not going to be the same. Not only this year, but for years to come.
Yeah. My last story for the night ends on what I believe is a high note. Speaking of music, and then I'll be dropping a link in the chat for you guys to come up live with us.
Sure.
Cardi B has surpassed Nicki Minaj to become the first female rapper with the most diamond certified songs in history. Shout outs to Cardi B. Oh my gosh. They say she has 4 now. Bodak Yellow, I Like It, Girls Like You, and WAP. All diamond certified. Nicki only has 3. Starship, Bang Bang, Side to Side.
Yeah.
I know for sure that here are the 2 things that I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
On one side, everybody is going up cheering for Cardi. Go Cardi, go Cardi, go Cardi. And on the other side, po Nicki. She done it again. First she got you with the album sales and opening week. Then she get you with this too. You be like, oh my God. Will this girl go away?
Yeah, so she ain't gonna go away anytime soon.
Nah, she's not going anyway. She's getting her star has been rising and continue to rise. Nicki has been fading so bad. And then
I do know one thing that's gonna go away. And it's already starting to go away, Tyrone. It's talk shows.
Ooh, boy.
Talk shows have been struggling. Okay, because there's been 2 talk shows that have been canceled this year.
Boy.
Okay, there was Kelly Clarkson show and Sherry Shepherd show.
Yeah.
Okay, Sherry Shepherd show had the highest ratings, but they said it cost too much money for them to make it. Okay, now Kelly Clarkson decided to leave on her own terms because of her family, because of her ex-husband passed away around the black stuff. But I do feel like in the future, talk shows are going to be a thing in the past. Okay, because everything is going to streaming.
Yeah.
You have streaming at the fingertips, Tyrone. Yes, you might have a talk show on streaming.
Yep.
But you're not going to have regular talk shows on regular television. Talk shows are going to be a bad thing in the past. In the next 4 to 5 years. Maybe even sooner than that.
I believe it's sooner because there's no money in it anymore.
Right.
And the level of influence that talk shows once had has declined because of the change of times. Like
the only talk show
people are no longer interested.
The only talk show that I currently watch right now is the Tamron Hall show.
Tamron is good. I do believe that her platform will move to a streaming platform.
It's already moved to Disney.
And this is one of the things I had liked about Don Lemon's format. He started implementing the whole talk show aspect in his live streams and having a panel up and everything like that. Like it is definitely I would say
the future.
The future of that is indicative of the future of how media is changing. And when you think about shows like Young Turks and when you think about Roland Martin, those are the news side of it. On the talk show where people bring in guests and sit down and have a whole interaction conversation and maybe have a musical performance and stuff like that, all of that will be moved over to streaming eventually. Like, because the engagement, it's more engaging on streaming than on television. And then as things become more digital, you're able to reach more people on their cell phone at that point, because people are on the go even more than they were back in the day when talk shows originated, because people were at home. There was somebody at home.
But I also see the future of talk shows. More of them are getting canceled in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like,
and the reason I say that is because NBC just announced the Kelly Clarkson show. Okay, when that ends, we're going to put sports in the spot. Okay, so what tells me is bringing in the most money right now? The networks are sports. Okay, bringing in a lot of money. Okay, I know the numbers. I won't say the numbers publicly, but I do know the numbers. I see them every day. I see them every day. So, I see it every day on the internet. I also see it from the people that I talk to. But they're bringing in a lot of money, and I think the networks are starting to see that they need to bring in more sports.
Yeah. Not only that, because it's the energy that comes with it. Because sports has so many different layers.
Okay, can I just mention, for when I say sports, the UFC just renewed their contract. They moved their contract to Paramount Plus for $8 billion a year for the next 7 years. Okay, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. That's a lot of cash, right?
Yeah.
So everybody takes. So take your numbers. 8,000 for the next 8 years. Okay, 8 million. I'm sorry, $8 million for the next 7 years. That's a lot of money. That's going to bring a lot of revenue for Paramount Plus, and every year it's going to give them a chance to update their prices, to raise their price every year.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna feel like they're gonna continue to get more and more sports.
Right.
Because they have the UFC, and the UFC is a big corporation.
It's a huge following with UFC. And honestly, when Netflix incorporated the WWE over there, and Peacock incorporated the WWE into their platform, it increased turnout onto the platform.
But the WWE is no longer on Peacock, though.
I know. You know, and
so they're on ESPN and Disney.
And so I'm sitting there like, these are power moves that they're making for money. And you know, what is happening is talk shows are not entertaining enough anymore. And it used to be where talk shows were entertaining enough for them to attach advertisements to it and get paid big bucks off of those ads.
Yeah, years ago.
That was years ago. Pre-COVID things, you know, and post-COVID, people don't have that kind of time to be watching these shows. They rather watch clips of it on social media. They rather rewatch it on YouTube or on the website of, you know, or on a favorite streaming platform versus watching it live. So there's practically a shift to where everything is going to take away from there. Like,
and it also gives
no need for it.
It also gives these companies that, like Disney and all of them, because they have a Disney bundle that includes Disney, ESPN Unlimited. So it gives the companies a chance to not only update their software, but it gives the companies to update their price with. Because if they bring more content to the thing every year, then they update their content with it.
Because it brings value to the platform. Now, the move that I'm kind of wondering if and based off of the trends that I'm seeing recently, with
I'll give you an example.
HBO and Warner Brothers moving over to Paramount, and Disney reshifting their approach with Marvel and Star Wars and all that over there. It's starting to make me wonder if the TV show aspect of things are going to be fading away too. You know, like
I think it's mostly going to be sports by the time.
That's the trend that I'm starting to see. Everything is going to be more entertainment wise, leaning towards live entertainment because of the live streaming aspect of things.
Another thing I have to say is Disney and ESPN just signed a deal with CNN they signed a deal with what they call CW Sports or something like that for the next 9 years.
Right.
Okay, I've heard it. Did you see that, Tyrone? Because they just announced it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So that's just like that. That's going to bring a lot more money to them. They have to pay because it's a big contract. So they have to pay a big contract, and they're definitely going to raise their prices. I can tell you.
That's to mostly because of local sports. That helps ESPN.
Sure.
staff wise to be able to fulfill a lot of that. Let me bring that up right quick.
It was announced on August, or it was announced on August. August.
For those that don't know, CW Sports live programming from the CW network is working with ESPN for live streaming of sports on ESPN Unlimited subscribers. That brings the lineup of these several. You got your motorsports from NASCAR. You got the WWE NXT. And then you have all your college football and basketball games from ACC, Pac-12, and Mountain West Conference, plus Arizona Bowl game when we get into bowl season. And then you got your other professionals like the volleyball, the bowling, et cetera, that would be covered by those smaller, because quiet as kept, ESPN released a lot of people from their contract within the last couple of months while they prepped for this acquisition.
Yeah.
And therefore, now they have cheaper labor.
When does it start? Does it start August? Did it already start already?
I believe this did already start with them because actually I think some of the first games are going to be as of August 4th it started. So the first broadcast games would be this weekend. Which I'm like, hey, if y'all didn't know, guess what? ESPN is doing it again. It's not the first time that ESPN and Disney did this acquisition.
And also, they're moving a lot of people. They're moving a lot of people to the Disney bundle. Okay.
Yeah.
They're moving a lot of people to the Disney bundle, the unlimited Disney bundle.
Yeah.
That includes ESPN.
Because doing it on its own, cost of is not it's not efficient at all. To do it was like the whole bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN separately was astronomical. So to combine those things under one platform, it saved people money and it saved Disney money too, because Disney didn't have to funnel out money. All right, everybody's paid, do your thing separately, and then have to reaccount for where the revenue was coming from. They can all see it now. It's all coming back to the mouse. If you don't know what I mean by the mouse, it is Mickey, aka Disney. I'm talking about. Shout outs to Spider-Man. Brand new day. I saw it opening weekend, and oh my gosh, I never got a chance to tell you guys that it was a phenomenal movie.
I wish I could have seen it.
I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I wished for more, because oh my gosh, they set up so much in this movie without setting up a lot at the same time, if that makes sense. So, like, I'm not trying to get into spoiler territory, but the movie did over $1 billion in the box office for a reason. And it's because they told a great story. And utilizing these characters in the way that they did, I believe from that story, there's room for growth. And this is what we have seen with the partnership between Sony and Disney for this. And for years, people have been talking about, oh, Disney is going to buy out Sony so they get the rights back. I don't think so. They got the money to do it, but I don't think so.
Well, they are selling the A&E network back to the A&E people.
Sony is definitely selling off parts for sure. They've been doing that for years because what they're trying to do is maximize profit, and I don't blame them for that. Like, where there's a hole in the ship, you can't plug it, get rid of it. It's the motto. And hey,
I'm gonna send you this article, Tyrone. I just got some news in.
Oh,
I'm gonna send you this article real quick.
Breaking news.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord so you can find it easy.
Yeah, hold on.
I just haven't sent it to you yet, but just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let's do that. I actually need to pull in my Discord up here. Let's get to the Discord. I'm gonna go to my Discord. No.
Yeah, let me give it to you. Hold on just a second.
And
I just sent it to you, Tyrone. It should be in there. Should be in there in just a second. I put it in the main Discord.
Okay. Cool. Whoa.
It says ABC and it looks like Brendan Carter.
Whoa.
It's ported by Variety.
Whoa. This is breaking news, y'all. Hang on. I have a breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Alert. This is a breaking news alert. FCC, according to Variety, is releasing records pertaining to ABC early license renewal, alleging agency stated rationale for review does not seem credible. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all hit the like button, please. Y'all, I need y'all to hit this like button. I don't know why we didn't do that tonight. Please hit the like button. Okay? I know y'all like this show. Please hit the like button. Please and thank you. And hold on. There it is. Bam. One more thing. Here we go. Y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it. I just see the advertisement in the middle of it.
During advertisements.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, Variety has reported this. ABC and the FCC is going back and forth again. Oh my gosh. Poor Disney. Those that don't know, Disney owns ABC network. And they're going to require Disney 8 owned and operated ABC stations to renew their broadcast license early. That's major going into the fourth quarter of this year, because if they're asking them to pay it all at once, that means they're going to take a big hit financially, which means their stock prices is about to drop over at Disney. The request concerns whether the government is using its authority to illegally retaliate against the broadcaster for saying something the government disliked, whether it is attempting to protected speech, First Amendment rights. There has been a lot of issue of that with this administration, as they were talking about free speech during the campaign, and then all of a sudden, because news stations were reporting things that you didn't like, you guys want to strip away their license to broadcast, and you want to kick people off the air. Brother Colbert is a culprit of that unfortunate event of being kicked off.
CBS.
They try to do it with Jimmy
Kimmel.
And
they also tried to do it with Jimmy Fallon too.
And yeah, they went after Jimmy Fallon too. And what I'm sick of is this whole nature of dictatorism going back and forth. It's a mess. And the unfortunate thing is that they continue to do this. The issue that will come of it is simply this: there ain't gonna be no free speech anymore.
There already isn't.
And First Amendment for who? Not you. Oh
my God!
Because in the end of it, they're gonna start spinning it to where you're no longer a citizen.
Tyrone, this is a popping off night here. It says major changes coming to NBA. Major changes coming to the NBA countdown. After okay, I'm sending it to you too, Tyrone.
Boy, we got some breaking news dropping around, man. Some more breaking news.
Let me check. Let me send it to you.
And those that didn't know, the link has been in the chat. If you guys wanted to join the panel.
If anybody didn't know, I work for if I work for Disney, so I get the news when it breaks.
Oh wow. I wish Disney all the best with fighting against this administration, because the retaliation is real, and it has been absolutely deplorable. As you're supposed to be man, this is bad. This is bad, because they know these licenses for each station cost.
That's the wrong one. I sent to the wrong one.
And when you ask them to pay it early, you know that financially they have to move their assets around and all kinds of things to make that happen. And the fact that you just don't care. That's what it boils down to. They don't care. Unfortunately, they just don't care. And if y'all didn't know that they want to do whatever they want to do without any pushback, for instance, like with the ballroom, like they're still trying to break ground on this whole ballroom and get it built before the end of the year, knowing that Congress holds the purse and has told them no ballroom for you unless you're gonna pay for it yourself, and he's not trying to pay for it himself. And he's still trying to get his way on things. And it's just like, this is a hot mess that we dealing with. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. They got down to the bottom of, pun intended, the reflecting pool and the cause of its issues. But yet alone, they still want to point the fingers at vandalism when we know that based off of court records, it wasn't vandalism by anyone. It was just pure negligence of the contractor. Because what you decided to pull in a pool guy, because it's a reflecting pool, and you figure that the pool guy will be able to handle everything, and he messed it up badly, and it's a bad reflection on you. Yeah, yeah, it makes you look bad.
Sure,
absolutely does make you look bad. But that is what? Your fault.
I like
ain't nobody to blame but yourself on that.
I like that shirt, Tyrone. I like the color.
Thank you. It's from my alma mater, the marching band of South Carolina State University, the baddest band in the land, the Marching 101, where I performed with them for 5 years of my 5 years in undergrad as a saxophone. I played the saxophone in the marching band. With LeBron James joining that Philadelphia 76ers in free agency. The NBA schedule makers have been given the green light to get to work on the 2026 to 27 campaign, where LeBron plays will affect the schedule. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver told CNBC Andrew in July. So I would like him to make his announcement already. That is so funny. So we can finish the schedule. See, man, that's so crazy that y'all determine everybody's schedule based off of where LeBron was going to be. That is nuts. And I get it, you know, you want to put LeBron on TV for the ratings. Ratings is everything. What is this? What? But it would influence how we set up the schedule, how we set up opening week and Christmas, etc. On Tuesday, the league announced the slate for two of its marquee broadcasting days, opening night and Christmas. True to Silver's word, the schedule for both days feature LeBron James and the Sixers. Look at that.
I can't see it that one, but I know it.
No, I was just reading it.
Oh.
I can bring it up on screen. Give me a sec. This is a large and long article about this.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Tyrone. I didn't know if you'd seen
it. I was like, oh my God, what is all this? This is a lot. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. My opinion, them making LeBron play on the opening night and on Christmas with the 76ers, retaliation. Retaliation. Yeah. Absolute retaliation. Why is it retaliation? Oh, you want to make these moves and you not want to tell us what you doing?
Yeah.
We gonna work you. We gonna work you good. And so, Tuesday, October 20th, when Philadelphia will take on the defending NBA champions, the New York Knicks, in Madison Square Gardens. That's what they're gonna do. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they're traveling to face the San Diego Spurs as a rematch to the Western Conference Finals, and Boston takes the court against Detroit Pistons as their rematch was. That was a good series, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Boston and Detroit was very interesting to watch. Unsurprising, James and the 76ers will be featured at prime time at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. prime time. Hope you guys enjoy my little sound of voiceover.
I do.
Prime time. I wanted to do voice acting at one point in my life.
You could still do it, you know that, right?
Of course. At one time, I thought I could do a decent Optimus Prime until I heard the real guy do his voice. I said, "Nah, I can't do that. I can't. I'll get close, but I won't be able." That dude is awesome, man. The guy that voices Optimus Prime in real life he's an awesome voice actor, man. And his counterpart that does Megatron, I had no idea that dude voiced so many people. Like, y'all should look him up. He's phenomenal. Yeah, so per this article, they gonna work the mess out of LeBron James.
There's a link to the official website here, Tyler. Go to the official website. There you go.
This one?
Yeah. It's today.
Oh yeah. Let me click on that. And
scroll down. There you go.
Yeah. What's this? The video?
Yeah, it's a video. I think it's a video.
I think it's a video. No, that's not the video. Where's the video? We want the video footage. Okay. It doesn't want to play. This bores me. That was them talking about it. And yeah. Shout out to LeBron for being so dramatic with the suspense of where he was going to go play next in his free agency, like he did back. I feel so old to be able to remember where he did this whole news segment about LeBron James and his career and everything, and then the long drawn out announcement of, "I've decided to go to South Beach." Okay, cool. You decided to go to Philadelphia. Great. Personally, I don't think it's going to yield the results that you're looking for.
I don't think it is either.
That's just how I feel. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't. And for me, what will make my heart flutter with butterflies and all kinds.
I want to see him on the NBA countdown as a whole.
You know, the part that would make my heart flutter is if the very team that knocks you out of playoff contention is the Washington Wizards. I'm just saying, if the Washington Wizards knock out the Philadelphia 76ers out of the playoffs, I will laugh so hard for days. And I will refer back to this day, August 12th, 2026, for y'all to watch this video at approximately 11:15-ish p.m. when I said it. And what happens, happens.
Yeah.
Because one, I'm a Wizards fan.
I am too.
Two, I'm sitting there like, to be knocked out by one of the least likely to reach the finals, yet alone the semifinals, will be chef kiss. Be like, oh man, he's a hater. No. Okay. I'll admit to a little bit of my hate. But it's mostly because I don't care for all this super team mess going on in the NBA. Like, why? Can't we just play some basketball, man? What happened? What happened to y'all? That y'all have to create these super teams? Like, and I know people out there be like, oh, well, Jordan had a super team. Larry Bird. And seriously? Seriously, man? Y'all do know that was not a super team. Y'all might look back at the stats now, but in that time period, that was not a super team. None of them had super teams.
Mm-hmm.
They just had teams. And they took who they had and made the best of it. That was it.
Well, there's no such thing as a super team.
That's where I was just like, where did this whole thing of a super team mess come from? Like, who drummed that up? Who dreamt that?
Yes, there's no such
like, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous to me. Super team. You guys. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, beautiful people. I think I have grown weary and have wilted like a flower without water in the hottest days of the southern hemisphere. And I shall bid you adieu.
Mm-hmm.
And take my leave from this platform on this day.
Mm-hmm.
I thank y'all. Shout out to Miss Kim, JoJo Speaks, Dustin Butler, Lady Virgo. I believe I had saw Noe. Hey Noe. Not sure if you stuck around any longer. Auntie Robin, shout out to you as well. And anyone that, Miss Kim, I hopefully I said that. I think I did. Shout out to the replay crew. I appreciate you joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the conversation tonight. And will be likely to join me again next Wednesday. Same place, same beautiful channel, and beautiful people
faces
like you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say arrivederci to you and good night. Ciao!